Good day. I'm Doug Nemecek, psychiatrist and chief medical officer for behavioral health at Cigna. We're living through astonishing times now, apart but together. As a psychiatrist, I think about the emotional health of myself and my loved ones every single day. There's lots of answers out there, but how do we know just what questions we should be asking? Today, I'd like to take a few minutes to talk with you about some questions that you and your managers can ask your employees about how they're doing now that they're working at home to identify loneliness and to help them build positive memories during this time of social distancing. One of the first questions that comes to mind is to ask your employees, how are you staying connected with your coworkers? You probably don't even realize how important all of those daily interactions in the office and at work were until now you don't have them any longer due to the social distancing. But these interactions every day with your coworkers are very important and vital to your engagement with work, but also your own health and well-being. It's important to take the opportunity to even schedule some time with coworkers to just have time to talk and share a cup of coffee. Don't talk about work, but talk about what's going on personally, what's going on at home, what you did over the weekend, things such as that. Building these connections and having these opportunities to maintain relationships with coworkers will be vital in maintaining your emotional health and wellness and helping you feel hopeful about the future. Building these relationships also will minimize the risks that your employees start feeling lonely, afraid, and alone. A second question to ask them is, how are you dealing with all of the additional stressors at home now that you're working there full time? Perhaps you're dealing with children or homeschooling. Perhaps you're dealing with a spouse or significant other who is now either working from home or not able to go to work at all because of this situation. Maybe you're taking care of loved ones who live far away, but you're not able to go personally to take care of them any longer. Everybody has lots of stresses at home, and all of these are pulling on them in ways they never have before. So how each of your employees is balancing their work with their home life is very important, and getting an understanding of how people are balancing their home and work will really help your entire team to function better, be more engaged, and give them the opportunities to support each other. A third question to ask is, how often are you feeling lonely or anxious during the day? And if you are feeling lonely or anxious, are you aware of all the resources that are available to you through work, such as your employee assistance program and other benefits for telehealth visits or other supports with mental health professionals? Now, everybody may not ask you or raise issues when they're feeling stressed or having issues at home. So it's important as a manager to make sure that you ask. And then even more important than asking that question, it's important to listen to your employees, to fully understand the stresses and the feelings that they're having, and to be able to offer them and help them access the supports and resources that they can benefit from. Many employees may not ask because of the stigma and being embarrassed about what's going on and the stresses they're feeling. Others may just feel that they don't believe that the stresses that they're feeling warrant asking for help. So it's vital as a manager that you take time to ask, take time to listen, and help explain to your employees just how they can access the employee assistance program, other work-life resources, or even accessing a telehealth visit with a coach or resource, should that be something that they be interested in. Doing that will help them make sure they have the resources available and know how to access them in these difficult times. So these are 3 questions to consider talking with your employees about. First, how often are you staying connected with your coworkers? Second, how are you dealing with all of the additional stressors and balancing your work and home life? And then third, if you're feeling lonely and anxious, are you aware of all of the resources available to you, like your employee assistance program, through your benefits? Talking to your employees and asking these questions will help everybody stay more engaged with work and help minimize the risk that they start to feel lonely, scared, afraid, and alone. So thank you for your time today. Now, more than ever, it's important for us to all pay attention and focus on our emotional health, as well as to ask our employees these questions to make sure that our entire team is taking care of their emotional health.